to these mid laners, like who has the wider hero pool. They pick up the Fredgen first, so Onyx want to use. They're like, we do. We have more heroes. You go pick your mage first. So what's up for grabs here? Let's talk about it, right?
Odette.
Odette. Xavier. The ones that have been picked at least. And
Cecilian.
Phoveus.
Yeah.
Cecilian hasn't been picked, so that's outside of the hero pool category. He can add into his hero pool. Nana is an option too.
Nana.
I think they need a bit more consistent damage. If they get something like a Claude in the gold lane, then technically they can go for Nana. But in this
I think it's really good CC combo with Terizla and the Ruby.
Yeah, it is. It really is. But I think they...
This time.
Yeah, Nana would be the safe option to go for. But what is
Ruby.
the gold lane? What?
Ruby Gold?
Wow, I'm so confused.
Or Xavier Gold? Is this...
Wait,
We're in this belief here.
wait, is it the same on the stage? Yes, it's the same.
It is. It's not an error. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pharsa comes around.
It's Sans' Pharsa as well.
Sans' Pharsa. It's been a while.
It's season
been a
9,
while.
Xavier Pharsa?
Maybe, if not 10.
Flashbacks. Is this real though?
It is. It
Who's
is real.
going in the gold lane?
We'll have to see.
Against Bruno. Okay, theoretically, quick things.
Quick
Quick thing.
Quick maths.
Quick math.
Yes, Ruby.
Ruby.
Yeah.
Against Bruno in the
Minotaur
gold lane.
Rome. It's not good against the. It does have
This is
CC
Aldo,
to,
remember?
Yeah.
This is Aldo.
I don't think it does well against the Bruno in lane, but we'll see how their lineup rating is confused as well. They're like, wait, no gold lane. What happened? What happening? But actually, late game potential is actually still Alter Ego, despite them not having a marksman.
All right, with no marksman, ladies and gentlemen, in this Royal Rumble, can Alter Ego take it 2-0 against the defending champions, the Sky Kings, the Yellow Porcupines, Onyx, or will they falter in this game as we enter the land of dawn?
Let's see where it is. It should be the Ruby Gold. It's just to sustain, I believe. I don't know if he's even going to go damage.
Ruby.
Brave Smite, Nino on the Ruby. Shout out to Nino though, because first time in MPL Indonesia Season 13 that we are seeing a fighter in the gold lane. I believe Blacklist used the Ruby in the gold lane yesterday. So we have seen it in other regions, first time in Indo.
And remember, Nino used to be known for his fighters in the gold lane, right?
Keto.
Yuzong.
Yuzong. Just like Kabuki.
So
like Kabuki.
it might just work, okay? I'm curious to see if it does work and whether or not this is going to affect the entire scene as a whole in order to find some balance against the Bruno that you keep mentioning as being the #1 in the gold lane. Is this the answer, or are they going to falter here?
He's actually winning in this gold lane matchup against the Bruno, so what I said earlier on paper should still be a win on Bruno. Doesn't look to be the case in lane. The Bruno's getting out-traded. And when we look at the items, he's just going for the physical defense boots straight out. Meanwhile, for the Bruno, he wants to bully. So again, it's the normal build you would expect for the Bruno. Ruby's doing a good job.
So it's literally just shutting him down. That's it. That's all the Ruby wants to do right now.
Shutting the snowball.
Wow. All right, and there it is. And with that being said, even in the top lane, if you take a look at the EXP, it looks like Pai's doing an okay job as well. He's faring quite fine against Boots. So can you consider these like 2 winning lanes for Alter Ego?
I don't know. I guess you could say it's winning. Yeah, 2 winning lanes technically for Alter Ego. CW also, this is not really going to be good for him because in game number 1, you saw Nino actually went for Tenacity. CW went for Master Assassin, so he's doubling down on winning this lane, and Nino is already winning with that Brave Smite. If you see how he's timing his ability, he's always just going in when the Brave Smite is off of cooldown so that he will win in that trade against CW.
Let's see here. Potentially the first real fight. Now, Feather Airstrike pop Taz now. Got taken down. That was first blood for Sans Boots. Pops a Black Dragon form as Kyrie secures the turtle. Now, good petrifies. Pai will be taken out next, as well as Rossi. That's a 3-man kill for Onyx as they look for more. Pride is trying to escape with this flicker, but it seems like Onyx, they will back off.
So already a very different story to game number 1, where it was Alter Ego being able to put a tempo on, control the tempo in the early game, take the neutral objectives. There, luckily, Onyx was able to take Taz down right before it begun, and then they were able to win that team fight as 3, almost 4, including Krite, was taken down in that team fight. What went wrong?
What went wrong is Taz got picked off way too early, and Alter Ego still tried to commit onto the turtle, which was a very, very weird thing to do. Onyx punishes that heavily, and now we have a 1.5k gold lead. Not looking too good for this composition that needs basically Krite to deal damage, right? Sole damage dealer right now, and it's a late game damage dealer.
It's going to take some time.
A lot of time.
But I don't know if they have the time. They're trying to certainly create it there in the bottom lane, but Keyboy still going to be able to flicker out of that engage. Now, coming to the next neutral objective. In terms of team fight, Alter Ego, not ready yet.
Oh!
What?
Rasi flickered on towards Sans, who was recalling, but Sans got out in time.
Oh.
Okay, I'm honestly just trying to see, for the way that... This is, again, something that... I'm still trying to think about what conditions need to be met for this Ruby to actually work. Because the way Blacklist did it yesterday was they used a Natan in the jungle. So there's obviously much more magic damage coming in earlier on. It gets going earlier on. This is a Xavier. I honestly feel like this is super forced. What we said earlier for Onyx, beware of the pocket picks. If Alter Ego use their pocket picks this way, I think for Onyx, they don't really need to beware of it. They just need to punish it. We'll see though. Maybe this Xavier can actually catch up.
They managed to take the first turtle. Onyx, can they do it more? Now, Keyboy moves on towards Nino. But it seems like it will be a reset on that turtle. Onyx though, they will move onwards here, trying to poke on towards Nino here, who is just trying to harass the Onyx composition. But turtle-wise, let's see, Alter Ego hovers around it, trying to poke it. Black Dragon for pops as well. Kairi though, from the backside, will find the retreat. Now, it's an all-out war. Everything's happening. Rasi first one to fall as well as Kairi. But it seems like Onyx, they will lose firepower as high. Will be the last one to fall. Keyboy taken down as well, but Tans here will have to go in the bottom lane.
So far, so good. So for Alter Ego, they're actually doing a good job despite Onyx being able to secure that turtle. It's still a good trade over for Alter Ego because they were able to find a few kills on a turret, but then we take into account that it was a 4v5 for Alter Ego. And Onyx already set their sights on a trade plus the turtle, which makes it, again, equal for Onyx, who scales quite well too. They have 2 damage dealers instead of 1.
Because the problem was CW was getting quite shut down in the early game, but eventually you could see that the gold kind of equalized, and then they send CW to the top side, he gets a turret, and then he's back in the game. And that's exactly what Alter Ego don't want. So, Nino though. Yeah,
good taunt, good stun as well. Oh, take a look at that. Nino with the final slash. CW will secure the kill. Now Onyx, will they want more here? As they're looking for a siege in the mid as Alter Ego. They will try to deny that mid push. And Onyx, they win another trade.
He's so squishy. Nino got taken down so quickly.
Very, very quickly. I want to take a look at the items for Nino. Can't really see it right now, but he is going full damage. So War Axe into a Fury Hammer too. But yeah, this is the thing about the Bruno, right? It's a pretty good weak side too. So if you don't shut him down, he's going to do good. And Krite!
Oh my goodness, that was a good pull, but what a recovery by Alter Ego. There's actually Sans now, who got taken down. Keyboy though with the conceal. What? Will find the trade. Keyboy, you sneaky boy.
Assassin lore like CW.
Oh, top side. Nino versus CW. The gold laners here, but the fighter this time will find the solo. Now Keyboy, who's in the jungles of Alter Ego, will not survive. The backside though, Taz got taunted, but Onyx, again, it's a 3v2. They will have to think this if they really want to commit on towards a fight. They won't buy time though for Sans. Jump in. Boots with the Black Dragon form now. And try to cross Chaos. Petrify connects on towards Taz and Pi. Take a look at the damage now. Taz receives a lot. Kairi again secures the turtle. Sans pops a wall. Feather airstrike flicker towards the back. Wings now to retreat.
Well, that was nearly a shift in momentum and gold for Alter Ego. But Onyx, they take it all back. Again, with another 1k gold lead. It was so close for Alter Ego's comeback.
It's very chaotic, and Alter Ego wanted to be chaotic. As long as they're able to get these trades, even trades in the mid-game, it'll stop the snowballing from happening, and it'll, in the end, be a good way for Krite to scale towards that late game, for the 4 tanky members to be online to play turret defense with their mid laner. And so far, only an Enchanted Talisman. It's still Sans who's ahead of Krite. But again, as long as this gold lead isn't too crazy for Onyx, technically Alter Ego can still scale. And in the mid game, they're actually not going to lose out too hard. Nino, despite him not being a marksman, has a good power spike in the mid game. We saw it earlier. CW, the solo killed. Taz wants to go for a fight. Make it brawly, make it chaotic.
Oh my god, with the blue signs as well. CW now caught in a bit of a pickle. He will be taken out first, and there is practically it. Now Onyx, what will they respond with here as Keyboy now chunks Nino from the flanks, trying to find and break momentum. But Onyx, they are holding on. Kyrie giving the stun on towards Nino. Nino very low, still surviving, but take a look at Taz covering for his teammate Boots though. Looking with the BDF, finds a three-man petrify. Krite in trouble, Krite taken down as well. Onyx, they will not want more as Rossi and friends. They will be running for the hills. Nino, what? With the flicker as well, trying to find and break momentum. Sans very low. Onyx, they will try to find and kill off Nino, but Sans at the backside will be taken down. What an all-out war from both teams as Rossi taken out as well. Behind the Lone Ranger now trying to survive, and it will not be enough as Onyx claims the double.
And that's an unofficial wiped out for Onyx in that engage, that ongoing, messy, chaotic. But Onyx were still able to capitalize over it and now have the first set onto the Lord.
They took it up, multiplied their aggression by 10 folds from game number 1, and Taz now is looking for an entranceway.
Yeah, denied by Onyx. Good cancel there, Keyboy trying to deflect to the movement. Taz now received a lot of damage. Kyrie secures the Lord. Keyboy now soaking damage will be taken out. That's the only compensation there. A Lord for a kill.
Sans as well, very aggressive on the Pharsa. We've seen many times he has been able to find these pickoffs, but in this game, it's a bit 50-50. Try to go for Krite earlier. Now I'm just thinking about Alter Ego, the way that they need to win this. How do they win this, right? It's really just about Xavier. It's really about getting him to scale up. Earlier, I did say it's pretty good for Alter Ego if they are able to force these fights and get equal trades. But the last fight was not equal at all. It was an all-out win for Onyx. And now with a 4,000 gold lead, with the Lord as well, they'll still be able to defend this. They have Xavier. It should still be very, very okay for them. But this mid-game is turning very, very scary with CW getting a Malefic Roar. These frontliners will be shredded down, like you saw earlier, but...
Oh, CW with the Purify as well now. Nino will hold on as well. In the back, Dawning Light will force Onyx to retreat.
I know you've been talking about Nino and you've been talking about CW, but I think the one thing that is very difficult for Alter Ego, honestly, is Boots so far. The fact that he's always been able to get into the back line that we usually saw back in Season 1. When we see Xavier, we always answer that with a Yuzong. And you can see it actually come to play here in this particular game. Krite has been having issues with the poke whenever he gets dived in by the Yuzong or by Boots. So that is a big issue that they need to think about when they go in for these team fights.
They really do. I think that fight down below, that was won because Boots was able to dive onto everybody with no Purifies at hand, right? So yeah, they definitely have an answer to dive into the back to Krite. And that's why now it's really all about how they could shield Krite away from this Black Dragon form. They gotta try to bait out the Black Dragon form, but also, even without the Black Dragon form, you have Sans playing as an assassin on this Pharsa. It's not really much of a mage this game. He's just looking for all the angles he can find to get into that back. Onyx have a multi-dimensional composition, multi-dimensional in a way that they can actually attack Alter Ego from a lot of different angles. They can dive, they can poke, they can mix dive and poke, and then Krite will surely be dead. If he doesn't die to the Feather Airstrike, he'll at least be half HP. And that's why you can see the aggressive build from the Yuzong. Usually for Yuzong, maybe we'll see a little bit more focus on the tankier parts of the build. He went Hunter Strike War Axe first, so that he can pressure that back line.
See? Seems like they both are now setting things up. Black Dragon form caught early. Oh, final slash on towards Nino now caught in trouble. CW secures the kill. The backside though good. Minio and Fury as take a look at Onyx. They do not care. Krite's taken down. Now Alter Ego with just 3 though will find Keyboy as Onyx. They again move onwards. Sans with the wings by wing. Tyree taunts Taz down and he will be taken out as Onyx. They might find a base hurt here. Is Pi. Will he be able to defend this one? The answer is no. Seems like Onyx, they are now winning a lot of trades.
And that's exactly how whatever we just spoke about, whatever we discussed about turned out, right? Everybody went after Krite. And because Onyx had so many tools, Alter Ego, they tried to go for the defense. They tried to utilize their resources to defend Krite. But in the end, because Onyx had so many answers to Krite in the back line, Krite was just the first to fall. And then what? That's the problem right now is what we're seeing. And wow, and they don't even catch the bird.
No, they don't.
No.
The bird flies away. No catchy birdie. Not this time. Lord, though, will be caught by Onyx to be used later on. Yeah, like we said earlier, right? There are many ways for Onyx to team fight now. In the early game, yes, Alter Ego had a bit of an advantage with more fighters. They could brawl and win out, even in that 1v1, but when it's a team game here, maybe if Alter Ego had something like a Natan that was comboed with the Ruby Gold, the way Blacklist did it yesterday, as we saw in the game fact, they might have been able to pull this off. But unfortunately, it's a Xavier. You don't really see as much consistent damage as a Natan per se, right? And
Yeah.
you're the only damage dealer. So, though no shade to Xavier, he does have a lot of damage. It's nearly not enough at all compared to what we have seen on the Natan from Blacklist. So for Alter Ego, I think this strategy might have been
A flop?
no, I think they took it out
A
of the
work
oven
in
too quick.
progress.
It's undercooked.
WIP.
WIP.
Work in progress.
Oh, I was like, whip, what?
Onyx now, they're sieging. The top lane, very low. Ooh, Feather Airstrike, Keyboy now in the
Very
front lines.
aggressive.
Very out of position and will be punished. No!
Oh.
With the flicker concealed, Keyboy will escape. And Onyx, they will destroy all of the base turrets from Alter Ego.
Now they're just playing with Alter Ego. What was that? Keyboard went in super aggressive, didn't even get punished. And it was just a distraction for all the other members to take down these inhibitor turrets. This is what we've seen from Onyx even since yesterday. The way they play with the food, the way that they play with their prey. We saw them doing it to RQ yesterday. And it looks like here in game number 2, they're doing the same thing to Alter Ego.
Onyx are just playing with them, literally. And there's no real counterplay now for Alter Ego. Remember when we said there's no countermeasure from Onyx in game 1? But at least Onyx draft, we understood what they were trying to do in the early game. This one from Alter Ego, even in the late game, despite the index saying that Alter Ego have the better late game, I have to disagree.
Yeah.
Only one damage dealer. The thing about Natan is, by the way, why Natan can work in this kind of composition is because he goes through any frontliner. It doesn't matter if you have Radiant Armor, Athena Shield, and a Rose Gold Meteor. All of that goes to waste. All of that gets shredded down. The Xavier, on the other hand, that matters. I don't think you can burst down someone, let's say just Boots, with an Athena Shield. That's enough. He doesn't even care about anything else. He goes for more damage, the Malefic Roar, and then the Brute Force Breastplate. And for the rest of them too, they don't need to stack on magic damage. They have Athena Shield, and that's it. Heck, Fredrin doesn't even have an Athena Shield yet. He went for Anti-Cuirass, so he's more concerned with the fighters. And now in the late game, maybe Krite will start to hurt, but he's not going to hurt as much. It's really not going to be a crazy threat to Onyx. Unless
sorry.
CW gets caught. If they are out of position, that's a different story.
Sans is so annoying.
Sans is
Did you
annoying.
see that?
He's always that's his farce, man. He's always annoying. He's so annoying. This bird.
This bird is everywhere. It's lurking in all the hidden places. But here it is, both teams going to fight for survival and fight for the next objective.
Yeah. We look for the collapse here. Taz quite low. And what can Alter Ego do here? What angle are they trying to go for? Boots with the black dragon form. Looking for Krite here. 1, 2, 3, 4 members. But it seems like Boots will not commit. This time, Keyboy hovering around the front side as Lord now still poked around. Feather Airstrike in a very peculiar angle, and there you go. Pi jumps in with the flicker penalty zone, but in the backside, it's actually Kyrie taken out.
This
This is it, perhaps. Keyboy looking for the distraction as CW picks up the killing spree at
What?
CW will be the hero for Onyx this time. Now Pi isolated 3v1. Sans is just distracting, buying time, but the dawning light will somehow create space for Alter Ego. Pi survives, but Onyx again, they will take the Lord.
That was so unfortunate with Kyrie already taken off the board. Alter Ego did everything right. Taz, all he needed to do was hit that Retribution, but he died before he could, as CW took him down first. Once again, oh, what already?
Wow. Lord taken out.
There you go. Bye-bye, Lord.
Red Knight.
All right. That's insane how fast we were able to clear it. The thing is, the Lord lasted a second on our screen. Wonder what happened before it, right? But Onyx didn't have the members. So let's try to think about what happened before. 2 members were taken down from the side of Onyx. So despite them getting the Lord, it was still an easy defense for Alter Ego because Onyx didn't have enough members to manipulate these waves, to push in 3 waves. But here, was I possibly wrong? Is about the Xavier not having enough damage. Is the Xavier a good replacement or a good
addition?
Not addition, yeah, just replacement to the Natan, right? Black was used Natan yesterday in the jungle. Though I will have to say, I'm not wrong in the point that Natan deals more consecutive damage.
Yes, agree.
But can this be a good replacement for the Natan? So far, they're defending it really well. But that was with a few mistakes from Onyx. Let's see. I'll have to see. Right now, it's full item, so this is the time to prove that it might be a good replacement for the Natan. If they win this, it'll be crazy, but it will also have to come through a few mistakes. Onyx needs to use this Black Dragon form the way that they have been using it to catch the Xavier many, many times before the Lord. If they use it prematurely and Alter Ego are able to back up, they're going to lose, actually. So it's all about the Black Dragon form, because with the Black Dragon form, Onyx can hit dynamically. They can hit from different angles, and that's what really creates chaos within Alter Ego's front to back.
That's why the success rate for Alter Ego is a lot more vulnerable and fragile in comparison to Onyx now.
Onyx have more ways.
Exactly. It's so much easier for Alter Ego to make a groundbreaking mistake as compared to Onyx at this point in these team fights.
Let's see. Sometimes when a composition is too complicated, it gets messy, and maybe the comp that is easier to execute. I would definitely say Alter Ego's comp is definitely easier to execute. Boots has to think a lot about when he pops in that Black Dragon form. They need to think about where they need to attack from. Alter Ego are just like, stay together and fight.
But on the flip side, it's also easier to counter.
Yeah, El Familia, this is the way.
Okay, let's see, Final Slash here. Pi has the immortality though. Oh, penalty zone on towards CW. This might be the look at the opening they are looking for. CW taking on first here. CW now will go down for 49. Now let's see, Onyx with the 4 members only fighting, trying to hold on, Boots. Trying to soak in the damage, but it seems like the Princess Wrath will not be enough, right? Trying to find a good positioning. The Golden Light again. He survives everything. He finds a shutdown, though. Keyboy will find and secure the kill. Let's see. It's a 2v2 in the bush. Let's see. Taz will not survive that one. Now Nino, the last one standing as Keyboy, and Kyrie will find the tag team to secure the kill. Pi left standing, but Onyx will left to 2.
An order of events indeed, ladies and gentlemen. 4 members from the side of Alter Ego are taken down. Keyboy is rushing down in the mid side. Kyrie as well. Can they end is the question.
20 seconds over for Rossi. Pi trying to hold on the minutes, but Keyboy, cheeky Keyboy will find its mark. Ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Rumble will find a game 3.
What an order of events. Krite was playing out of his mind, dodging left and right, front and center. But as soon as he gets taken down, they forgot about Keyboy. They were like, all right, CW, check. But Keyboy was also doing a lot.